Hello, my darlings, and welcome. It is 2 days after Christmas Day, and we are about to jump into a brand new year, the year 2026. Very exciting, and also kind of nerve-wracking. I don't know what all of you have planned for the new year, but I have so much going on. But I'm very excited, and I think something that I'm doing differently this year that I really haven't, well, not this year 2025, but the year coming up, is that I really haven't considered doing in the past was really getting down into the nitty-gritty of what was working for me this year and what really wasn't. And what would make me happiest in the next year. For me, I really wanted to focus on things that I felt like were really holding me back. One of those things being boundaries. Working on boundaries is something that I have been actively working on as a former chronic people pleaser. And I feel like sometimes boundaries are the hardest part. Even if you're not a people pleaser, it can be really hard to stand your ground, especially around people who you really love, or people who you're around people all the time who want to cross boundaries and test your ability to let them push you or use you. And it's very important that your boundaries are well protected. So that's what I'm working on specifically. And the other thing for me, learning more about financial literacy, learning more about what makes me look best and feel best. I'm doing a whole life audit. Now, that's not to say everybody has to do a full life audit, because that's, it's a lot of work, and we really only have a week till the new year. So if the plan is for you to get this done by New Year, that's one thing. But to do a full life audit, you really want to look at everything. Your mind, your body, your spirit, your finances, your relationships, everything. And it takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of time, but it's so important that we do these things. There's a lot of talk about glowing up for the new year and becoming that girl and being the best you that you can be. And all of those things are beautiful and good, and we should strive to be our best versions of ourselves that we'd like to be. But what does that take? What does that mean? It's important to put these things down on paper, or just open up a note in your phone and just decide, what is it this year that you're going to do? If you've ever done a vision board where you open up a magazine and you cut out all the things that you like and you put it on the board, and sometimes it's words or phrases or pictures, and you say, okay, this next year, all these things are going to manifest, and it's fantastic and it's wonderful. And then the year comes around and you look back at it and not really anything happened. That used to be my problem. I used to really put a lot of stock into the vision board thing. And while I think that vision boards are wonderful, I think that everybody's doing them wrong. It wasn't until I got really specific that I really started to see transformation. This year, I'm getting more specific than I ever have. I'm getting into, what do I want my clothes to look like? What do I want my relationships to look like? What do I want my mental health to look like? What do I want my health physically to look like? How do I want to move forward with the next year, and what seeds am I planting for, the rest of my life? It's not easy, but it's important. It's so beautiful to really think of these things and really to consider what's working, what isn't, and to have forgiveness for yourself and compassion for whatever you couldn't do or didn't do this last year, but let that be the fire that burns and fuels the change that you're looking for. It's not that you have to be perfect or that everything has to be absolutely, totally done by the end of the year. But I mean, if you had a vision board and you looked at it and, even half of it came true, wouldn't that feel so amazing? And that's why I'm working on it. And I'm excited too, because I'm seeing all the ways where I just either wasn't taking care of myself or taking care of things in my life. And I'm looking at it now thinking, maybe there's just a better way to do these things. Maybe I'm anxiously avoiding some things. Like, how can I get around that? How can I get to therapy? How can I get to more fitness classes? The other thing is, it can't just be on the vision board. It has to be actions as well. The actions are maybe the most important part. I am 100% a believer in manifestation. I have lots and lots of manifestation stories that to this day just astound me, amaze me. But when it comes to vision boards and it comes to goals and things in my life, I had the wrong idea. I really thought that I had to wait for opportunities to come to me. But the truth is, God, the universe, whatever it is you choose to believe in, fate, whatever, often I find that it always meets me halfway. Anytime I'm like, okay, well, I'm manifesting a new home, a new living situation. I waited years and years and years and years and years for the opportunity and the ability to move. And then, but I wasn't saving. I wasn't looking. I was just waiting. I was like feeling out the vibes. I was waiting for the vibes to find me. But you have to be the vibe. You are the radio. You have to tune it to the station that you are trying to get to, If you're looking for jazz, you can't tune it to the classical music station. And that's what I was doing. I was sitting there like just waiting for jazz to start playing when I had classical music radio station on, in a metaphysical, phorical way. There is so much to be said about action. And then it's like, okay, well, what's the point of manifestation, right? Well, the point of manifestation is, in my opinion, the point of manifestation is a lot of spicy psychology. As much as I do truly believe in like spiritual woo-woo stuff, as a lot of you will learn in the coming months, it's important that you focus in and really see it for what it is, which is reprogramming your subconscious mind. Because if you're telling yourself over and over you can't do something, or you are not open to doing something, you're not open to learning something, then you're never going to find those opportunities. You're never going to open your eyes. You're never going to be able to glow up for the new year. But if you tell yourself, I can do something, I'm, for example, I'm manifesting the ability to travel to Europe. Okay. I'm manifesting the ability to travel to Europe. What comes after that? We imagine it. And we put ourselves in it, and in first person, we really, truly sit and imagine and think, what does that mean? What does that look like? Okay, where are we traveling? Let's imagine we're traveling to Paris. We're looking at the Eiffel Tower. Oh my gosh, amazing. And you're imagining it, and you're feeling it, and you're feeling those feelings. That's so good. That's half of it. That's you planting the seed in your brain. It's beautiful. It's perfect. And while I do truly believe, yeah, you could win a trip. You could, someone could be like, all right, pack your bags, we're going to Paris. You could absolutely manifest that way. But, start making plans. Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? Take action, little steps. It doesn't even have to be big action, small steps. And I always find that I am always met halfway. And whatever it is I'm looking for, whatever it is that I'm trying to be successful in, if I surrender to the idea that I can't just live life based on vibes alone, and there has to be a touch of action. you're going to compound. It all compounds, it builds. You're conditioning your mind to tell yourself that you can do things, and then you do end up attracting those opportunities, and you do end up seeing the paths that open up, and you go, oh wow, here I am, I'm in Paris, France, and I could have never guessed how I would have got here. It's a beautiful balance between having trust in the universe, in the world around you, and also choosing to be, as they would say in the Bible, the hands and the feet of God. Whether or not you believe in God, or it's a universe thing for you, or however it is you choose to see this, you must be the hands and feet of your dreams and of all the possibilities and opportunities. We are not all born with the same opportunities. A lot of us have a lot of privilege. A lot of us were not born with any privilege. What matters is the actions that we take and the mindset that we have. Because without the mindset, we'll never truly become who it is we truly want to be. That's what I've got for you today. Mwah.